Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Just Go with Amreen. Before we move forward and I tell you what we are doing today, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel right away. So who says Dubai has to be expensive? Everybody thinks Dubai is the most expensive city to live in, Dubai is the most expensive place to visit, but who says it has to be true? Well, today I'll be taking you to the historical district of Dubai and we'll be exploring Dubai, we'll be sightseeing some places and it will be extremely cost effective. As we visit each place, we will be mentioning how much it costs. Some of these places are actually free. So stay tuned and we'll be exploring the historical district of Dubai today. So we just arrived at Heritage Village and this place was built in 1997 and it was mainly built next to the diving village to display how the local traditional lifestyle was back in the day. The Dubai Heritage Village preserves a sense of old Dubai through its life-sized reconstructions of stone buildings and tents laid out in traditional village setting. It felt like going back to the times the locals were living simpler lives, handcrafting beautiful masterpieces and sipping coffee. In the winter season, there are attractions such as traditional cooking demonstrations, pottery making, etc. The Heritage Village is a great place to see more aspects of the traditional Dubai life. It is now owned and managed by the Dubai Culture and Arts Authority. The working hours or the visiting hours of the Dubai Heritage Village are Sunday to Thursday 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Friday and Saturday 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. When you visit this place, you'll really get a glimpse of how traditional Dubai was. If the weather is right and the season is great, you can spend a lot of time in this area. But for now, we're headed out to the next stop. Our next stop is the Coffee Museum and we're just looking where it is. It is located inside the Bastakia, which is again another historical district in Bar Dubai. So we're just looking for it right now. And it closes at 5 and it's 4:30 already. It opens at 9 and it shuts at 5 p.m. So we're just rushing to it right now. I'll tell you more about it in just a little bit. Hey, just in time. Oh my god, it feels so good to be inside a place with air conditioning. Oh my god. Just so you know, it's about 49-48 degrees outside. And it is my first time visiting the Coffee Museum myself. It's a really beautiful place if you want to understand how important coffee is to the culture of UAE. This is the place you should visit. The admission is just 10 dirhams and you have one coffee drink included in that. So the history behind this coffee museum, they say it all started in the Ethiopian highlands hundreds of years ago. The legend of Kaldi says that the coffee was discovered when a goat ate some unknown berries from a tree and then became alert through the night. A drink was prepared from these berries by the worshippers in the local monastery, which was found to help them stay awake through the long hours of prayers. This discovery started spreading rapidly until it reached the Arabian Peninsula, where the Arabs have taken this newly found drink, coffee, with them throughout the world. Dubai's Coffee Museum is a coffee lover's paradise tucked away in the heritage hub
neighborhood in Bardubai inside Bastakia. The visitors are often greeted with a warm cup of coffee, either Ethiopian, local, or Turkish. It is the first ever coffee museum concept in the Middle East. So now we are done with the coffee museum and we will be exploring Bastakia itself, in which the coffee museum is located.
So Bastakia is known to be one of the most oldest historical places in UAE. It dates back all the way to 1890s. It was supposed to be demolished, I think, a couple of times, but it didn't get demolished. In fact, it has been restored, renovated since 2005. And it's actually, this is where the people back in the day used to stay. They are all homes that have been converted into restaurants and, cafes and museums. Like the coffee museum we were at right now, it was a home long before, but now it's converted into a museum. This entire area is really charming and really quaint. It's beautiful. It has these little lanes that you can walk through. I grew up in Dubai, so this has been a place that I used to come a lot, and it's really Instagrammable. When I was in university, this was the place I used to spend the most amount of time taking pictures, because my major was photography and I spent a lot of time over here taking pictures. So this is a place I would definitely recommend if you want to take some great pictures, some authentic, traditional, cultural looking pictures for your Instagram in Dubai. Bastakia is the place for you. Alright, now we are going to another Instagrammable tea house. It's called the Arabian Tea House. We just headed there. We're gonna rest a little bit because oh my god, it's hot. And then we will continue our journey further into the heart of Dubai. Alright, so stay tuned, keep watching. Cheers!
When you say cheers, you need to sip.
Okay, cheers. It's too hot. I burned my tongue. Alright guys, so we are almost done with the Bastakia. We're just gonna take a little walk around these lanes and then we are headed towards the next stop, final stop for today, which is the textile market. So let's go and explore some more Bastakia and then we are headed to our next stop. Just going to Meena Bazaar right now, and it's well known for its textiles and it's also a little India in Dubai. So I'll tell you more about it, but right now let's go shopping.
So Meena Bazaar is located in Bardubai, which is the heart of Dubai, and it is just a 5-minute drive away from Bastakia where we were right now. This place is great for shopping. You will find everything here. Hardware stores, spices, textiles, clothing, fabrics, western wear, South Asian wear, you name it, you will find everything in Meena Bazaar. So while we are in Meena Bazaar, I thought why not shop a little bit. I need some fabrics for my next food photo shoot in terms of napkins, and it's just so economical to purchase anything from Meena Bazaar, especially the fabrics. This is the place you want to purchase fabrics from, so why not? So here I am shopping. So if you don't want to go to the big multi-level malls to shop, this is the perfect place for you to come and ramble. And if the weather is nice, you can spend an entire day here. And even if you don't shop, it's just a perfect place to experience the heart of Dubai.
So this entire Souk Al Fahidi that you see that I'm walking inside used to be an open air market actually. They have made it air conditioned because of the extreme hot weather in Dubai. So it makes it easier for the shopkeepers and also for the customers to come here and shop because it's air conditioned. Alright guys, this is all from me for today. This was part 1 by the way, but I'm going to shoot quite a few episodes on what you can do in Dubai if you are backpacking through Dubai or you're on a budget and you want some economical options to explore Dubai. I'm going to do quite a few episodes on that, so this is just part 1. Stay tuned and there's lots more coming up. We just explored one teeny tiny heart of Dubai today. Also, I would like to know if you have any questions in the comment section below and I will be happy to answer them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Give me a big fat thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel and do hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any of my upcoming vlogs. Take care, stay fit, stay safe. Cheers! Bye! The old district, no, the historic district of Dubai and okay, blah 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 blah. I've already Ethiopian or they're like Turkish or there are 3 options, right? Okay, there are 3 options: Turkish, Ethiopian, and one more. I'll tell you guys. We will be telling you. What will we be telling you? Yes. So let the thing go. I'm showing you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay, you can move.